Hey, welcome. Grant Cardone here, Monday morning, and we're talking about real estate investing made as simple as I can possibly make it. For the last 35 years, I've been buying real estate. We're at $1.2 billion worth of real estate at Cardone Capital, cardonecapital.com, cardonecapital.com, cardonecapital.com. If you want to schedule a call and ask any of our people, hey, what kind of deals do you buy? What kind of returns do you look for? Schedule a call. You go to the website, schedule a call. Today, what I want to do is share with you, okay, the question that was asked to me in Singapore and in Dubai and in Rome and Bucharest and Malaysia and in Thailand, even by the, you know, Natalie, that I met the Cambodian, the next in charge of Cambodia. Okay, was he a cool dude or what? Everywhere I went, they said, dude, you sound so convinced about real estate. This question was posed to me. Would you invest $1 million in your business if you could earn 60%? Or would you rather earn, because I told a guy, I said, I'd rather earn $1 million in real estate that earns 6% than put $1 million in my business that earns 60%. Why would I be willing to do that? Call me 305-865-8668, 305-865-8668. You can answer this question, which I'll help you with, or you can call and give me your deal. We good, Johnny?
Yes, sir.
Everything's good. Okay, 305-865-8668. I want you to bang them phones, 305-865-8668. Would you rather earn 60% on your business? I'm going to give you a perfect example. I shared this example in London to 1,400 real estate people. Let me see if I can fix this. I spent $10 million on our last 10X Growth Conference. Okay, on that event, we made $16 million. That's about a $6 million profit, okay? All in, everything, advertising, promotion. I'm just telling you behind the scenes. I have no shame. If I'll tell the IRS, then I'll share it with you, my friends. I'm completely transparent. Some people would suggest you don't make money. I come on here and tell you, I put in 10 million, I got back 16, I made 6 million. Okay? However, I would rather spend $10 million on a piece of real estate and earn 6% a year. And let me tell you why. Okay, that earns me about $60,000 a year? Is that right? 6% of 10 million?
Yes, sir.
Or is that 600 grand?
I think it might be 600.
Let me just see this. You see, the numbers get so big.
Math is not an exact science.
Even when you're dealing with the numbers every day, it can mess you up. 10 million times 0.06. Oh, excuse me, that's $600,000. They're just zeros, no big deal, okay? I'd rather earn 600 grand a year on a deal I buy one time than earn 6 million a year on a deal I have to do over and over and over again, okay? Let me show you the math on this. This is how you play this deal out. If I buy a piece of real estate, I'm not a dumb guy, for 600 grand, I'm sorry, for $10 million, okay? That piece of real estate is worth 30 million. In real estate, the game is this. You get a 3 to 4x multiplier because of leverage. So immediately I can take 10 million and magically, worst case scenario, turn it into a $30 million asset. I could not do that in my other presentation about the business. I spend 10 million, I don't really get anything. Cross my fingers and hope it turns into 16. In this case, number one, I take $10 million cash, turn it into $30 million. Number two, I earn 600 grand a year if it only earns 6% in this example. And three, if this 6% continues into the future, let's say 10 years times 600,000 is how much money? 6 million. That means 60%, it took me, by the way, 1 year to make 6 million here. It took me 10 years to make 6 million here. But what's the difference? I had to do this one time. I had to do the other deal over and over and over again, okay? I still have an asset, by the way, 10 years from now. If the rents didn't grow, I have a $30 million asset, number four, that I paid 10 million for, okay? I owe 20 on it. I'm in good shape, but what's the chances that the rents actually grow? Number five, let's say the rents on this project grow by 3% a year, which is less than inflation. 3%, oh, that'd be 30%, wouldn't it? Be 30%. Let's say my 6 million, my 600 grand, increased by just the 30%. That makes me another $180,000 a year. Now this is where things get crazy, and I'm gonna lose 90% of my audience right here. 180 grand a year. When you figure the new value, okay, $180,000 a year, the real estate that I buy is only worth something, not because of its location, not because it's nice, not because people like it, not because of the comparables. The real estate that I buy is worth something because of the income. I know somebody will pay me $30 million for this piece of real estate just because the income is what they're buying, okay? Income real estate is valued because of the income, not because of the real estate. $180,000 divided by 0.06 means I have $3 million more value. If I divide by 6%, then this piece of property is worth $3 million more, and I didn't have to do anything to earn the $3 million. Now, what did I make on the property? Can you track all this? Can you track what I'm saying? I put in $10 million. I bought a $30 million piece of property. I earned $600,000 for 10 years. I'm 60% in the money, okay? So the $10 million cost me what now? $4 million, right? The $4 million without the rent increase. With the rent increase, the $4 million now, okay, with the rent increase means I got $1 million. What do I own for $1 million? Ladies and gentlemen, I have shown you magic that you will never be arrested for. I own a $30 million asset for $1 million, and that is why I would rather earn 6% on my money than 60% on my business. Let's talk to our callers, 305-865-8668. This is why people get rich in real estate. By the way, there's a lot of different kinds of real estate out there. Amazon is a real estate play. It's a real estate digital play. Burger King and McDonald's, real estate plays. They are not hamburger franchises. I mean, they are, but the hamburgers pay for the real estate. Car dealers did not make their money selling automobiles and servicing and doing oil changes. Every car dealer that is wealthy in America made their money because the real estate that they sit on becomes valuable over time.
Ramsey in Virginia.
Ramsey, do you have a deal or do you have a question? Welcome to the Real Estate Investing Made Simple show.
Hey, Grant Cardone, thank you so much for taking my call. Just would like to say thank you for everything you do. I've been listening to you for over 5 years now. I have a question, if you don't mind.
Sure.
So I'm about to turn 19. I have a little bit over $400,000 at the bank.
How many?
What I was thinking was I wanted to buy a home for myself for around $250 somewhere in North Carolina.
Yeah.
I'm self-employed, so my thought process behind that was, all right, I'll just buy a home so I can be set for life. But after listening to some of your content, I'm thinking otherwise because, I know you preach like you should never buy a home and, you should just, buy a multi-family property. So, I just wanted to get your input on that. Like, I know Dave Ramsey always says, you should buy a home cash and, not pay interest on it, but I know you
Dave's
don't agree
fucking
with his
stupid.
thought
Dave's stupid, okay? Dave, I could burn Dave's financial wealth and not miss it, okay? It's a little man. He's a little tiny man. Just saying.
Right.
Dave said that he would not pay. I don't mean that about Dave, okay? Dave's a good dude, okay? I was just a little aggressive today. But it's ridiculous, dude. Dave says he would not make payments on a car. He would rather take a bicycle to work. It's ridiculous what he's saying.
Okay.
Nobody should buy a home in America. Nobody except super wealthy people. Even they shouldn't buy a home. They should do what I just did. I went to 9 countries, stayed in 9 homes. I used stuff. I used people's stuff. Walked out of the house. I'll probably never be back to 8 of the 9 homes. I did it already. Okay? So look, dude, you put $12,000 down to buy a home. You got to live somewhere. I know the whole argument. I've heard it. You owe $237,500. What's the chance that house is going to go up in value? It could. It could happen. While you're paying 5% a year to the bank, okay, times 30 years. That's why, whatchamacallit, Davy boy? Davy said, you shouldn't borrow money to buy a house. True. You shouldn't buy a house, and then you wouldn't need to borrow money. What you should borrow money for is your business. You should borrow money to advertise. You should borrow money to market. You should borrow money to buy real estate that pays you money. You should borrow money for a car because a car can actually get you someplace. You should not buy a house, period. And when you got enough cash, when you got $250,000 sitting around, why would you want to spend it on a dumb house when what you could do is you could get $250 to earn? If you got $250 sitting around, that could buy a $750,000 house. I mean, this is why I'm worth $400 or $500 million, and Dave, whatever his name is worth $50 million. He got a TV show, I don't. Okay, I'm worth 10 times what he's worth because I take $250,000 and turn it into $250. He took $250,000 and paid cash for it. Don't know why he did that. Well, Grant, who's right, Dave or Grant? No, Apple Computer's right. They have $258 billion in cash, and they borrow money from Japan. So you guys should listen. Watch what Apple's doing. Look what Netflix is doing. Watch what Google is doing. Watch what Coca-Cola is doing. Watch what Warren Buffett's doing. Not Dave Ramsey. Don't even believe what I'm doing, dude. Check out. Back it up by the biggest players on the planet, which are not people. They're companies. Use debt to get cash flow. Apple Computer, Netflix, Uber. Okay, they're borrowing money in order to get future cash flow. Warren Buffett, every company he invests in, every one of them is a real estate play because it's a cash flow play. Next caller.
We got Fred in California.
Fred, what's going on, bro? Sorry that you live where you live, man. I know the weather's good, but everything else sucks.
Yeah, exactly. How you doing?
Good, brother, good. I hope you're probably the last decent human being in California.
Well, yeah, that's interesting because I'm actually looking to invest in Florida, so I bought a couple of properties out there.
Why don't you invest in California? Why don't you just buy everything in California? If you live there, you're like, oh, it's so nice here.
Exactly. I'm actually investing in Long Beach, California as well, so it's pretty decent.
Okay. Good. Do you have a deal or do you have a question?
I got a deal.
Tell me about it.
It's in Fort Lauderdale,
Okay.
Florida.
Yeah, you got an address?
Yeah, it's 5221 Northeast 18th Ave.
5221 Northeast.
18th Ave.
Yep.
18th Ave. I got it right here, brother. I got it right here. Okay, we got it on LoopNet. The villa's on 18th.
Uh-huh.
All right, 8-foot ceilings, 1953 build. Is that what it is? No, 1962 build. It's 4 years younger than I am. 8 units. It sits on a half an acre, 5,300 square feet, so they're about 1,200 square feet each. It's a 5.9 cap at $1.1 million, and you're trying to make a decision whether you're gonna buy this or not.
Yes, sir.
6 cap, which means a 6 cap means it makes $66,000, about $6,900 a year, right?
Yeah, I think you're correct. I actually can't find all the.
Yeah, you don't need to find it all. You called the right guy, dude. I don't need all the data to figure out what this thing is worth, okay?
Yeah.
So this thing makes, let me just see here, 1150. If the data's right, times 0.059, that's the cap rate. It's going to make 67,000. It's going to have an NOI of 60. I'm sorry, I exaggerated. I had 69,000, 67,800. I was off by $200.
You know what? I think you're right. I think it's about 70.
I'm so good at math and real estate.
This Clio or Grant Cardone?
So check it out, dog. Check it out.
That is spot on. I think it's 69,000.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now that you do not want to buy this property. The reason, number one, yeah, there you go. Johnny, you are on your game, dude.
Gotta make up for.
Dude, you are on your game, okay? What is the rent on these units? Do you know how much the rent is? Does he want to talk to me or not?
$1,150 a unit.
Yeah, dude.
The area is like
dude, look, you can come to one of my properties, okay? Johnny, show him my property right here. Okay, now let's go back and forth on the pictures, Johnny. Back and forth. You can rent this for me for $1,600 a month. One of these units, or let's go back to his. Or yours. Let's go. Okay. Let's just discuss this. Frank Kern's in the house. Frank and I are partners. Frank, would you rather live here for another 500 or 600 or to Ramsey's selection here? Let me see it, Johnny.
Dude, I'd pay $5,000 just to not live in the crappy one, and just I don't even care where I'm living.
I mean, the only people that want to live in this, dude, are like, who wants to live there, man? Some guy without documentation. And they got plenty of them here. So look, you're in competition now with that swimming pool that I have, right? For another 500 or 600. And if you're renting at 1,100, go back to his picture, Johnny. Hold up.
Boom.
Who wants to rent there? A guy only on a budget. Always have trouble with money. Now, there is a place for that deal, but here's the other problem with it. I'm not ragging on you, dude, okay? You got 8 units at $1,100. Now, if you go in and fix these, that's one choice for you, and force the appreciation. If you fix them, if you fix and spend any money, what are you going to go to, 1,300?
Yeah, that's true.
Good. Now you're getting
Probably
into more
1,300,
competition
right?
with this.
Spot on. I was thinking 1,300, yeah.
Yeah, good. So you're going to raise the rents 200, but the problem is now you're getting closer to what I'm selling next door or down the street. I'm in Delray, you're in Fort Lauderdale. Okay, you're selling 8-foot ceilings, I'm selling 9-foot ceilings. You got no swimming pool, I do. You have zero security, I have it all. You have no lighting. You barely have lights that work inside the place. I have the whole place lit up I got a $4 million swimming pool in here. My swimming pool is worth more than your entire property 3 times. I'm not saying this is a bad deal. Number one, you can't raise the rents there. Number two problem is you only have 8 units. And the most important number in all of real estate, it's not the price, not the cap rate, not the rent. It is the number of units. It is about scale. I'm going to go back to the examples. Frank Kern, who's on mic right now, he and I partnered in a company called CardoneCern.com. We advertise. We can do more together because we're scaling a business. You agree with that, Frank?
I concur, Doc.
He concurs, man. 2 can do more together than 1 by himself. So you should be looking at, you're leaving California. Frank, you lived out there with the wax.
I'm out.
Why did you leave?
Taxes, I'm 14%.
Dude, a lot of people leaving, okay? A lot of people leaving. I left there 6 or 7 years ago. Companies are leaving. When Toyota left, which they left probably 12 years ago, quietly left wherever they were, down in Cerritos, huge facility down there. Dude, when Toyota left, I told my wife, we have to leave. She's like, why? Toyota left. These are the smartest people on the planet. This isn't your buddy Dave, the smart. This isn't your uncle, the smart. These are the smartest people on planet Earth. If they want to leave California and go to Dallas, Texas, then what? It's not easy leaving. You know, they had to move, 80,000 employees or some freaking unbelievable number. They'd been there their whole life, right? So ever since they came to America, you need scale, folks. You got to get scale. Stay away from these 8 units. If you haven't gotten this book, I'll give it to you for free today. Clearly, Ramsey, you need to read it. If you've already read it, you need to read it again because you kind of missed the most important thing, dude. Don't buy 8 units. You need 32 units minimum. I go over one chapter, tell you exactly what you should buy. Go to
Cardone Capital /book.
CardoneCapital.com/BOOK. That will be spelling that book. CardoneCapital.com/book. If you want me to advertise for your real estate so you get some good leads, go to CardoneKern.com, CardoneKern.com. If you want to come work with us over at CardoneKern.com, send me a video, 30 seconds. Send it to what? Careers at CardoneKern.com. We got people in my advertising space that are going to earn $150,000 to $180,000 a year, first year, if you want to come play with me so you can buy some real estate. You should be doing this, all of you out there. Okay, look for opportunities to increase your earned income so that you can have more passive income than you have earned income. This is the whole game, okay? This is a tax game right here, okay? This is the Internal Revenue Service just eats this money away. They don't even touch this. It's almost like stealing. What did I pay you last month, Frank? How much money did you earn from the real estate?
$1,400 and change.
$1,400. He will get, I guarantee at the end of this year, he will get a credit saying, hey, Mr. Kern, you earned $1,400. We're going to give you back $1,700. He's going to be like, huh? How's that work?
First time that's ever happened.
Real estate.
Yeah.
Greatest thing in the world, man. That's why Jared Kushner was in the New York Times last week. They're saying, how can this guy earn so much money and pay no taxes? Because it's called depreciation. There's appreciation, amortization, and depreciation. It's what all rich people know. And that's why real estate is the play that it is. Next caller. Okay, my name's Grant Cardone. This is Real Estate Investing Made Simple. If you would like to see the deals that we're doing, we have 2,200 Cardone Capital. Let me just see if I have this right here. I bet I do. Watch this. Cardone Capital. Man, I did a lot today. I bet y'all can't even cover. Woo! Cardone Capital right here. We have 2,259 units I'm closing, in the process of closing. To add to the 4,700 units I own already, that will put me at 6,959 units and almost $1.5 billion worth of real estate, okay? So you got a guy calling up saying, hey, what should I pay for 8 units? I'm going to close $463 million worth of real estate in the next 60 days. I would love to have you invest with me. I'm going to become a competitor to Blackstone and Goldman Sachs, and I'm going to do it without a middleman. Me and Frank are doing business together in real estate. He didn't have to go through a bank. Did you use your real estate money, your IRS money?
IRA.
He redirected his IRA that was sitting in a bullshit S&P. Okay, let me show you what the S&P has done over the last 10 years. Okay, the S&P today, if you put $1,000 into the S&P 10 years ago, it'd be worth $3,500 today. You cash that out today, the government's going to come get $1,400 of that money, and you will have made $2,100. You put in $1,000, you earn 2.1 times your money in the S&P 500. Okay, that thing could get whacked in the next week or two or month. It could get to where you go back to $1,000. It's done that before. Okay, if you'd have put $1,000 into real estate, you can do that at cardonecapital.com. You put $1,000 in real estate, it'd be worth $3,000 today too, and there'll be zero tax. And you earn $60 for the last 10 years per month. So that's 120 months. You would have earned $720 on your $1,000. You'd only have $280 still left in your investment, and it will be worth 3 times what you put into it, and your tax would be almost zero. My name's Grant Cardone. We make it simple. We keep it simple.
Somebody asked an interesting question.
Clearly, I know what I'm doing. I think you'd say that right now. Go ahead. If you don't think I do, please comment below that I am an idiot.
Big question.
Okay? I know you won't have a face on your avatar because you're a bitch. A little bitch at that.
Somebody asked,
Yes, please.
can real estate make billionaires?
Real estate will and has proven to make some billionaires. Check out Sam Zell, worth $5.8 billion. Sam, by the way, is doing exactly what I'm doing at Cardone Capital, okay? I'm just doing it after he did it. My boy over in Orange County, what's the guy that owns all Orange County? Huh?
Irvin?
No, the Irvin Company. What's the cat's name? Who owns Irvin Company? The richest real estate guy in America today. God dang, I don't know why I can't remember his name right now. The Irvine Companies. Come on. Who owns the Irvine Companies? Wealthiest real estate guy in America. What's his name? Donald Bren. I hadn't even seen it yet. It just came back to my head. Donald Bren, okay? Started with nothing, just like me. Sam Zell, nothing, just like me. Donald Trump's daddy, Fred, nothing. All of them did one thing: multi-family rental real estate over long periods of time. They accepted income, passive income for long periods of time, and one day they look up and say, oops, we're rich as shit. CardoneCapital.com. If you want to see the deals that I'm buying, go there and register. If you want to schedule a call, hit the little button that says schedule a call. We're about to close 2,259 and 59 units, and then I'm going to close all my funds down, and you won't be able to invest with me after that. 2,259 units, $400 million worth of real estate, and I'm going to offer you to get in at the exact same price, the exact same cost basis that I do. 100% of your money gets invested into real estate. My name's Grant Cardone, Cardone Capital. You will be hearing more about us. Blackstone, Goldman, I'm coming, I'm chomping at your ass.